Hi everybody. So this is a process video of me working on my December documented. This is days 9 through 13, I believe. And here, I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. But this is just me finishing up with some Heidi Shine on day number 9. Just spreading that around, and then I think I'm going to add a couple stickers to the bottom picture, and then I think that'll be it. The kits that I'm using here are the HipKits December documented 2017 and 2015 kits, which I absolutely love. So yeah, I'm just pulling out this picture down here, and I think I'm going to use one of the exclusive, they're like leatherette stickers or something like that. I don't know, but they're fantastic, and I love them, and I wish I had way more of them. And then I'm going to add some enamel dots, and I think that'll be it for day 9. So I put that one back in the sleeve, and then I realized that I made a 4x6 card, and I only had 2 3x4 slots. So I did some measuring and figured out how I could put this 4x6 card in those slots without it looking ridiculous. Which I was able to figure out. I just had to take off the wood veneer and then trim some off of that left-hand side. But I was able to make it work, and I think it still looks really good. You can see there, I didn't measure it quite right. But the right-hand side fits perfect. So, like I said, it ended up working out. So did anybody else get like way behind on their December daily, or was that just me? It was bad. I don't even think I started printing pictures until after Christmas. But that part of it kind of worked out because I was able to print the pictures as I went and kind of stick them in their sleeves where I wanted them to go. And that way I knew I could just come back and decorate as needed and not worried about, printing. It seems to be a big holdup for me for whatever reason, even though I do most of my printing at home. But here I'm just going through all the cards and finding a journaling card that I want that'll complement the other side. And then once I settle on that one, I go with the Dear Santa. I know you can't really tell. The next process video I do will definitely zoom in just a little bit. But this is a family picture of my family with my dad dressed up as Santa Claus, like he does every year for our church. And so this year we were able to get most of the kids together, and, we all took a picture. So I'm just journaling about that and how cool it is. It's always funny as the kids get older and they start to realize that my dad is the Santa Claus. It's always a little, a little heartbreaking. They'll be like, why does Santa look like Papa? So that's always a fun one to explain to the younger kids. But anywho, so here I'm just trying to figure out how to take up some of this blank space around our picture. The church that my dad's the pastor of is an older church, and it's not super beautiful. So I'm trying to figure out how to cover up the sides of each picture. Like you can, in that top picture, I don't think you can tell, but that little white circle there is actually a trash bag that we left in the picture and didn't even realize. So like now I'm like scrambling, trying to figure out how I can cover up this trash bag in the picture so it's not in my December documented, looking back on that 20 years from now. But I figured it out. I think I put a sticker down there that says believe, and a few other, Santa themed stickers around there. Because my son's getting a little bit older. He's, just turned 11 on Christmas Eve. So posing with Santa isn't really something that we get to do anymore. So I'm trying to use up those stickers while I can, while it makes sense. And here I'm just taking some washi tape. I believe that's from L Studio. And I'm going to put that, I think it's family or traditions documented is what that says. And again, this is a yearly Christmas play that my dad's church puts on, which is basically the nativity scene, the story of Jesus's birth and all that. So it's fun to have that documented. So here I'm just looking for something to put that washi tape on. That way it's not completely clear and see-through. I think I settle on just a regular label that's either a HipKit exclusive or it's from Pink Fresh. Not entirely sure, since you can't really tell those apart. So I just put that on the top there. And then, let's see. I think now is where I'm trying to figure out how to cover up the awful trash bag. Yeah. So I found some washi tape to go over that. Did anybody else get terribly behind in their December daily? I may have already asked that. This is like the third time that I've recorded this, but the first couple times I realized I was not recording, which is the joys of figuring out how to do a voiceover for the first time. But anyway, so I put the washi down and then a little piece of ephemera that says ho ho ho. And then now I'm just finishing up with some enamel dots, and day 10 will be complete after that. And I also want to add, I'll probably say this again throughout the, process videos of my December documented, but I don't like adding the the Heidi shine or anything like that while I'm in the process of scrapping, because then I have to set it out, let it dry and all that. So that's kind of one of those finishing touch things that I do at the end. I feel like waiting for any kind of spray mist to dry kind of like puts a hamper on my creative mojo. So I always try to, rush through and get, well, I don't want to say rush through, but always go through and get as many days or as many scrapbooking layouts as possible done. And then I go back and add the, why do I keep wanting to call it Heidi Shine? Oh my goodness, Inky Quill has completely ruined me. I can't even remember what it's called right now. But that is always one of the last things I do. So anywho, flipping over to day 11, this was the day that I started wrapping presents. I always want to get one of those like super nice artistic shots that everybody always gets of their, wrapping paper. But mine is just literally a boring paper, wrapping paper picture. I think maybe next year I'll try to get a little bit better at that. But I just wanted to get a snapshot and document that this was the day we started wrapping presents. This is the first year that I am living with my boyfriend when we're doing Christmas. So it's a little different. In our family, we never put presents out until Christmas Eve. And, so the kids go to sleep with no presents under the tree, wake up and, they're full of wrapped presents. Well, he does things a little bit differently, and he adds, presents here and there, every single day. So it was fun watching my son see that, because, of course it was pure torture for him going from not having to, wonder what all the presents were under the tree to now he had to look at presents from, the 11th of December up until the 24th. So that was pretty fun. Or I guess the 25th. This next day was just a picture of me and my son with a Snapchat filter. And I don't think we did anything crazy on that one. I think I may have just put the date on it, to be honest with you. I'm kind of at the point now where I just want my December documented to be done. So I think I put some stickers on there to say like gift wrapping and gifts. And then on day, I think this is day 13, trying to figure out why I can't get it out of the sleeve. Does anybody else find their, not necessarily Project Life dividers, but photo sleeves for any of the squares to be kind of like wonky or off kilter or anything? I find that a lot with my 2x2 squares, that, I'll print it 2x2 and then, cut them apart at 2x2. And then I go to stick them in the sleeve, and one's, 2x2 and then one's 2.5 and the other's 1.5. It's probably not that extreme, but it feels like it, when you're chopping down pictures that are true 2x2 and they don't fit by a long shot. So I'm just curious if I'm the only one that has that issue or what. But so here was a picture of my son from Ugly Sweater Day at school. His shirt says, "All I want for Christmas is you. Just kidding. Give me presents." And I thought that was super cute. It was just something we found at Walmart. So I found some stickers that say ugly sweater, or they may say ugly sweater party or something like that. And I just stuck those on there. And then I'll follow that up with some enamel dots. And I think that is it for those days. Actually, I think I'm done with days 9 through 13. So I think I'll just put that back in the sleeve and then I will be wrapped up. So thank you all for watching again, and on the next video it will be a little bit closer. Thank you all and have a good day.